Welcome back, Plug Nation. It's your boy Badge Plug, and today we have a crazy video because so much has been happening throughout the 2K community. Lots of drama, and it's gonna be lit. So whatever you gotta do, make sure that like button is blue, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's get into the video. So PowerDF tweeted out on Twitter an interesting idea for NBA 2K22's build system. He said this: unpopular opinion, positions should be eliminated when creating your player in 2K. You should choose your stats, height, and weight, and then it assigns you a position. Lots of problems caused by how positions mess with attributes and badges. Plus, the NBA is more positionless now. Something to consider at Baluba at Hoops for life. So I want you guys to let me know. For NBA 2K22, tell me how you think the builder system should be. You can pick a previous year's 2K, or you can go with an idea like Powers that hasn't been done yet. Let me know in the comment section because I do read all the comments, guys, like I always say. But we got some big news for NBA 2K22. Reddit 2K tweeted out interesting news. 2K has expanded the hashtag NBA 2K dev team by acquiring Hookbang's video game division. They will be rebranded as Visual Concept Austin and support development of future games, which is huge. If you guys don't know what that means, let's go to the next one. They then said they will recruit quote unquote hundreds of developers to support NBA 2K. Hookbang provided quote unquote art design and engineering support for the last few games, including hashtag NBA 2K21. They specialize in newer tech like assistive augmented reality. So one thing that scares me is that these people have already worked on 2K21, but at the same time I feel like they joined pretty late and didn't actually get to work on the game before it was created. So I'm believing that this is their first year where they're able to actually, before the game even comes out, be able to give ideas and make stuff for 2K. So hopefully that is something that we can grasp onto and have hope for on NBA 2K22. I'm not going to hold my breath, but that's a good sign that maybe the game will be good. Anyway, Steezo came to Twitter. He was very upset with 2K. He said, so it's out now that you can do dribble cancels, but it's only possible on Xbox. Like it's impossible to do on PlayStation 5, but you can do it on Xbox only. ... Do y'all know how stupid that is? Yeah, I'm done with these devs. G-Man was right. Y'all got it. I'm done with 2K. Now what he means by G-Man was right is right before G-Man left the 2K community, we all know he hasn't posted in like 3 to 4 months. He said he felt personally disrespected by 2K. He didn't really go deep into detail on how or why that happened, most likely because of the games they've dropped this year. But Steezo was saying that he also feels disrespected by 2K because it seems like for years now 2K has been trying their hardest to get rid of ISO on 2K and patch dribbling. And what that does is, we've talked about this before, is it doesn't necessarily patch dribbling. The people that were complaining for years, oh, these moves are overpowered, blah, blah, blah. Now we have these moves like the Curry slide, which you can spam over and over, that take absolutely no skill. And basically how the game is set up, you're forced to do it. You see what I'm saying? In previous 2Ks, to do these crazy combos and able to score, it usually took a lot of skill to set it up. Now you have this really overpowered move that doesn't take much skill at all. So that's what a lot of people didn't understand, and now we've seen it with our own eyes that it should go back to the way it used to be, and he feels very disrespected by that. And at the same time, now they're actually going onto PlayStation and not allowing these players to do this certain type of move, which seems like another directed attack towards ISO players because the majority of the very popular dribblers are on PlayStation. Is that not wild, guys? That 2K is basically targeting a group of players on the game and not allowing them to do something. So anyway, we have a lot of drama to go over. PowerDF was getting destroyed last night on Twitter. Ratio after ratio, if you guys know what that is. But first, let's get into where the community is going, and I really like it. Just like in 2K20 when the content was starting to get dry, wagers really uplifted the community and brought lots of views back because it's very interesting to watch. Now, lately, it's been happening once again. D-Boy and Keith are known as one of the best wager players on 2K. They're both on PlayStation, by the way, and I actually have been finding myself watching a lot of these wagers because They're very fun. Now, D-Boy not too long ago recently lost to Keith. So Keith, quote unquote, had the crown of the wagers in the 2K community. D-Boy went on a quote unquote revenge tour, playing all the best players on 2K that do wagers, then ending at Keith to take his crown back. Well, it happened the other night and D-Boy won. So this is what happened on Twitter. Keith said, "I want to see them in the summer for 10K. D-Boy said, "Aw, more money? How nice of you to keep donating." He said, "See me for 10K. And I hope that boss holds Nell's hand again." So the last wager was for $5,000. Now the next one is going to be for $10,000. Well, Annoying got in that, and this is what he had to say. He quote tweeted it with, "I'll put up." Then D-Boy responded with, "Up it to 20. Annoying said, "We can do 50. So most likely this wager is going to be at least $20,000. It's going to be huge. These are supposedly the best two guards on 2K. They've been going back and forward. But most importantly, I'm very happy for the 2K community because I made a tweet last night saying that the 2K community is being revived. D-Nell said that the 2K community is coming back. And it just looks like we're back. We're really reviving this community, and I love it, man. You guys watching this video right now are amazing. I appreciate you so much. Drop a like if you haven't yet. But let's get into what happened last night on Twitter because it was crazy. The most drama we've seen in a very long time. We all know Nadex was recently unbanned on Twitch after a 5-year ban. We know that Twitch bans people for absolutely no reason sometimes, or for things that they cannot control. Well, this popular stage streamer named Pausin got banned last night, and this is what Power had to say right after. "I'm tired of the internet saying free everybody who does something wrong and gets punished for it. People who do the crime deserve their time. Nothing will change unless people are held accountable for things they do wrong. Even if they're cool people, that doesn't change anything." Coach Duke said, L tweet, "Hella people get banned for stuff they have no control over." Well, a lot of people took that very personal because it seems to be directly correlated with what's going on lately. I mean, this streamer just got banned. It was very popular. A lot of people like D-Boy are banned from Twitch off things they can't really control. Well, D-Boy responded to that and said, "What in the F are you talking about? STFU and grind dead next gen, you 2K puppet." 448 likes at the time ratio. Power said, "This is why you don't have a Twitch. LOL. I mean, it was getting tough out there. So, of course, a lot of people felt strongly about this, and Jay Goated responded with, "Not gonna lie, ratio, don't disrespect someone who's still doing better than you without it." He said, "Then why are you disrespecting me?" This dude said, "Power, you pushed the wrong buttons. D-Boy got the whole stage community, blah, blah, blah." Then Chris ZT, Tycino's duo, said, "Delete, WTF, no reason for this." He said, "There's nothing wrong with what I said. This exact behavior is why he's banned. You can't spread toxicity and wonder why bad things happen." So not only did Power dig a hole, I'm not really sure what response he thought he was going to get out of this from people, but it wasn't good. He kept digging a hole even further. Chris ZT responded with, "D and I have had our fair share of arguments and disagreements. Dude isn't a toxic piece of trash, and you saying that's why he doesn't have a Twitch, you're in terms spreading the negativity you spoke of." Power responded with, "He is a toxic piece of poop." Chris ZT said, "Like I said, he's done things in the past that we don't agree with. Stuff happens. It's not your place to speak on his Twitch channel. I don't know why you think you can just try to get that personal when he really didn't. Lame." Power responded with, "Oh, so he can attack me and I can't respond because he's your butt buddy? Got you." Chris ZT said, "Bro, just admit you're in the wrong and move on. There's no defending what you said. Be the bigger man." Now, if you guys don't know what ratio is, it's when you make a tweet on Twitter and that tweet gets less likes than whoever responds to it or quote tweets it, which usually means that person is in the wrong if it's a lot. Like if someone makes a tweet and it has 10 likes and then the response gets like 200, that means the person is usually wrong. Not all the time, but usually. Now, Keith responded to that, who, by the way, is beefing with D-Boy. I'm pretty sure they don't like each other at all. Still got in on the tweet and said, "You lame." Just you lame. Now, I decided to pick Power's brain for a second and respond to the tweet myself. I said, "Almost everyone deserves another chance." He said, "After they have been punished." I said, "Fair, if the punishment is conducted properly, in which the person is able to learn, then be better, in which case Twitch usually never does correctly. Many people have their careers taken for the simplest things. Meanwhile, some people can do anything and not get punished. Now, I'm not going to go deep into that, but we do know, those of you that are around in the gaming community, that some people can just do absolutely anything and get like a 3-day ban or a 2-day ban. And then people get banned for things they weren't even in control of permanently. Their careers taken from them. I mean, Twitch is a lot of money if you guys didn't know. These people that are pulling 1,000 viewers, 2,000, more than that, they're making a lot of money, more than most jobs pay. So to just take that from someone and strip them of that is wrong in a lot of situations, especially since Twitch doesn't do it properly. Like, they just ban people for no reason, and then some people can do the most craziest things and get banned for 2 or 3 days. Well, Power responded to that, and he said, sure, but let's not equate the people who are wrongly punished with those who actually do bad things and act innocent. I said, understood, but it's usually never anything bad enough to strip someone of their livelihood. Even if it's never happened to you, you should try to see from the perspective of the person that was in the situation. Also, no one is perfect, so who are we to pass judgment? And going back to my other tweet, what Power is saying is that people should be punished for bad things that they do, which is fair, but not if they can't learn from it. You can't learn from a punishment on Twitch if you're completely removed off the platform and unable to come back from that. You know what I'm saying? Learn from it. You can't learn from something if you can't come back to it. Then who are we to pass judgment? None of us are perfect. Guys, you've probably seen me mess up before. I've messed up. I've done some things since I've started YouTube that I now know is something I should have never done. I've messed up. We all mess up. But who are we to act like these people are such awful persons and like they shouldn't have a career just because they messed up when literally everyone does? Well, D-Boy responded on Twitter. I'm not going to play both of them, but Power dropped a 2-minute response on Twitter, then D-Boy dropped a response, and we're not gonna play it, but basically D-Boy was saying, I don't want your apology, you know, stop talking to me. But Power decided to dig a deeper hole. I don't know why he didn't just like keep that tweet out and not reply to anyone or delete the tweet and go on with his day, but he responded to that and said, I've been doing Twitch before you and I don't even know who the F pausing is, and I'm not apologizing to you. You should be apologizing to me. And this guy said, you're telling me you don't know who the dude that made the pause move is? Cap AF. Power said, I don't even know what the pause move is. This dude said, how you play 2K? Power said, I play next gen. I'm on Xbox. That's a whole different community. He said, but you played 20 and current gen and it was in those games. I'm not understanding. So he's getting ratioed after ratioed. So then Power replies with, I've never heard in my life someone say quote unquote the pause and move. And once again, the ratio happens. D-Boy says, bro, you really are a damn park bot. 47 likes to 5. It was bad, bro. Like, Power, just stop at this point, you know? But it gets even worse. This is where I think Power made his biggest mistake, and we'll talk about it in a second. He said, I just find it funny. D-Boy can come on my post with toxic energy, but if I dare respond, I'm the toxic one, and they're crying about being mean. Bunch of PlayStation D riders. That's bad. I feel bad being on the Xbox for him saying that because I honestly don't care what system you play on. I had a PlayStation. I literally only sold my PlayStation 4 because I thought I was going to get a PS5, and now it's hard to get because of the resellers. It's the same 2K at the end of the day, guys. Literally the exact same game on both consoles, except for you can't do the cancel move that Steezo was talking about, I guess. But doing that was bad because now the PlayStation people are very upset, and there's a lot of people that aren't even really caring about this argument or beef, and now they're just dragged into it like, oh, you're on PlayStation, and that's gonna upset a lot of people. He then goes to say this on Twitter. He says, so I make a Twitter post completely unrelated to D-Boy. He comments some out-of-line toxic stuff, and I say, this is why you were banned on Twitch, and I'm a bad guy? No, it's facts. Learn to mind your own business and be respectful to others, and you won't get banned. I'm not sorry. So Power, it continued on and on, but he was basically just getting dragged the entire night. And I'll give Power one thing. I hope he's watching this video or someone's gonna tell him about it. You have an opinion and you stick to it. I like that. But in this case, I just feel like you went with the absolute worst scenario. You could have deleted the tweets. You could have stopped replying to people if you really didn't want to change your opinion. But also, I feel like you were definitely in the wrong. And you should have said, hey, I'm wrong or whatever. But you know, it's your opinion at the end of the day. Now, Power, it just continued over and over on Twitter. Bandit tweeted out and he said PS4 versus Power. I mean, putting PlayStation in that really dragged a lot of people who probably weren't even caring about the situation into that. Hank the Tank tweeted out and said 2K community too toxic, laughy face. And I was just like, wow, the 2K community is lit tonight, and Power was just not in the right, in my opinion. Now, Nadex tweeted out and he said timeline looking dangerous tonight. It was rough out there. It really was. But back to the wagers and everything that's been happening. We have a tweet right here from D2UAN or whatever. He said, wagers not legit though. Big name scamming because they don't like the outcome and some more stuff. Unless y'all have a middleman, somebody getting beamed. So this is something that we've talked about for a while. A lot of these wagers are fake. I don't believe every single one is for sure, but a lot of them are. If you guys haven't noticed, man, some people play the same person 30 times every other night. They're wagering each other. Okay, some of them gotta be fake, you know what I'm saying? They definitely do, but it's still content at the end of the day, and honestly, if it's fake or not, I'm still gonna watch it. But I know that a lot of these big ones are real, like the one I was talking about that's coming soon with Annoying and all that. He definitely would not get into a fake wager. All right, for the last one, we're gonna wrap it up with Power saying, when do you guys think we get the first NBA 2K22 news, like release date and cover? Let me know in the comment section down below, because a lot of people have been speculating many things about this game that's supposed to be coming up, whether it's going to come out in September or November, if it's going to be two different games like current gen and next gen. We do not know, but it's a lot to speculate about because it's interesting. If it gets pushed back to November, I definitely think the usual timeline in which we see things coming out for 2K in general, the new games, is going to be pushed back about a month or two. So like usually, you know, we get the release date or cover, they talk about the game like 3 to 4 months before it comes out. They start talking about it, then about 2 months before it comes out, they really get into the promo, and they got this timeline near the very end. They give us like park news and all that. I believe if it comes out with a release date that's in November, which I hope it does, man, I really hope it comes out in September, then it will be pushed back just a little bit, about a month or two, which is going to be very upsetting. We'll see. I mean, we will see. I have no idea. But if you guys have made it this far, make sure to drop a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. By the way, I stream every single day on Facebook, almost every single day, playing 2K. I've been watch partying some of these big wagers. It's fun. I literally, like I told you guys, I've been catching myself watching these wagers, streaming or not. It's fun. Plus, I'm streaming every day. We were just playing at the stage yesterday at the 2500 court. Went on a 17 win streak. It was lit, man. Competition is actually fun. I like playing in the stage now. It's cool. It makes you a lot better at the game, and it's fun. Although it's toxic because a lot of people pull up with Zins like this dude right here that you're seeing. It's fun. Anyway, it's your boy Bashplug. You have been plugged in, and I'm out. Peace.